7. Pay attention to your son. He is on the verge of being arrested by a cop due to. Archangel Michael says the wind of warning has begun to blow through your household. Your son is being watched, not just by the people who claim to care, but by those who have plotted behind his back. There is a betrayal that has been brewing for weeks, and now it's dangerously close to exploding. You felt something wasn't right, a strange shift in his energy, a hesitation in his voice. That's not imagination, it's spiritual insight trying to break through. Someone close to him, someone he calls bro, is about to show their true colors. They laughed together. They made promises. But in the dark, when your son trusted him most, this friend made a different choice. A deal was made, a secret exchanged for freedom. That boy your son protects will not protect him back. In fact, he has already spoken to a cop. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The betrayal didn't happen overnight. It started small, with jealousy, envy, and a thirst to be seen as better. The moment your son got more attention, his so-called friend began to crumble inside. He watched your son rise. He cheered for him in public but cursed him in private. A trap was set on a day your son felt safe. Evidence was planted. Words were twisted. And now, the law is being manipulated against your child in ways he won't see until it's almost too late. Type Amen to get blessing 724. This isn't just mischief. This is premeditated sabotage. A wrong move could land your son in a place he doesn't belong. But you, the chosen one, have been warned. The angelic realm has opened this message to shield your child before the hammer falls. Your son is loyal, but that loyalty is being used as a weapon against him. He doesn't yet see the faces behind the masks. But soon, one friend's silence will speak louder than 1,000 apologies. Type Amen to get blessing 952. Archangel Michael says there is a surveillance moment approaching. A phone call will be made, and your son's name will be mentioned with heavy suspicion. This is the crack in time where destiny can be altered. You are not powerless in this. Your awareness is a divine armor. What you do in the next 72 hours will ripple across your family's future. Keep your ears open. Keep your voice calm. Your son is in emotional chaos, and he needs you more than he knows. Behind the scenes, there's a woman involved too. She has smiled in your face, but her loyalty lies with the one who envies your child most. Type Amen to get blessing 1084. Your son once stood up for this boy in front of others. He defended him, took the blame once, even lost privileges just to keep that friendship. And now, that act of loyalty has become the very reason he's targeted. Screenshots were saved. Messages are being shown without context. This is no accident, it's a setup built on manipulation. Your son is not perfect, but he is not guilty of the crime they're pinning on him. He was at the wrong place, with the wrong people, at the wrong time. And now, that night is being twisted to look like a plan, when it was never his plan at all. Type Amen to get blessing 1560. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Do not dismiss this message. Everything is moving fast. There is a file that now has your son's name on it. A person in uniform is being fed lies. A picture has been painted, not with truth, but with clever deceit. But you are being prepared to disrupt that painting with light. Your son will come to you confused. He might say, "It's no big deal," but don't be fooled. That's the voice of someone trying to stay strong while being crushed inside. He senses danger but hasn't figured out where it's coming from. That's where you come in, your prayers, your presence, your power. Type Amen to get blessing 2113. An older man knows the truth. He's seen the dynamics of that friend group before. He's heard things, noticed shifts, but kept quiet. But that silence won't last. Soon, he will speak, and when he does, your son will be cleared from something that could have ruined his life. Until then, he must stay away from those who pretend to protect. The angels are aligning people to walk in just when the lie is about to be finalized. There's still time to intervene, but the window is narrow. You must act without fear. The next conversation you have with your son must be full of love but clear in warning. Type Amen to get blessing 2508. Archangel Michael says a spirit of betrayal has entered the circle. It has already touched phones, messages, and voices. It is spreading confusion like poison. But no darkness is stronger than light when the light is claimed boldly. Your son is not alone, even if he feels surrounded. The betrayal hurts more because it came from someone who was hugged, fed, and welcomed like family. But betrayal never comes from enemies. It comes from those closest. You will soon hear a name that shocks you. That name is not just a name, it is the door that opened all this chaos. Type Amen to get blessing 3024. Comment Amen if you feel this deep in your spirit right now. You will be tempted to confront the betrayer, but don't. Let the truth expose them. Truth has a sharp way of silencing the wicked without your voice being raised. Your son's destiny is greater than this trap. He is born for leadership, but every leader must go through fire. This is his moment of fire, and you are his shield. The person who betrayed him has done this before. This is a cycle of survival for them. They sacrifice others to protect themselves. But now they've picked the wrong target. Your son has angels assigned to him. That's why you were led here, to stand up before the storm breaks. Type Amen to get blessing 3872. The betrayal that surrounds your son is rooted in fear. The one who turned on him is afraid of being exposed, afraid of being punished, so they chose to shift the blame onto someone innocent. That someone is your son, and they're hoping he'll take the fall without even realizing who lit the fire. There is pressure coming from someone older than them. A figure in authority is guiding this plot without fully understanding the cost. But the truth will knock on their door too, and it won't be quiet. Soon, a message will appear on a device. It might seem casual, like it means nothing, but it's a coded clue. That's when you'll know it has already begun. The people involved think you're unaware. But this message was sent because God made sure heaven still stands guard over your family. You were chosen to receive the alarm before the damage becomes permanent. Type Amen to get blessing 4311. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. One of the friends has already started feeling guilt. They're not speaking yet, but they will. Their conscience is beginning to crack under the pressure of the lie. This individual isn't strong enough to confess fully without a sign. You will become that sign when you start asking the right people at the right time. The angels will lead you. There's a conversation that will happen near a hallway, not meant for you to hear. But you'll hear it anyway, and it will shift everything. Your son may try to protect everyone, thinking silence makes him noble. But silence can also be a prison when others are sharpening knives behind it. Type Amen to get blessing 4870. The betrayal is being covered with fake smiles and forced jokes. They're trying to act like everything is normal. That's the most dangerous part, when liars dress as peacekeepers. One of them has even started manipulating your son emotionally. Saying things like, "You know I'd never do that to you," while doing exactly that in the shadows. But truth cannot stay hidden when God steps in. A teacher, a neighbor, or even someone your son barely speaks to will come forward with a detail that unravels the entire plot. You'll feel chills when it happens, not out of fear, but because you'll know the divine hand has intervened. Type Amen to get blessing 5099. The one who plans to betray him knows time is running out. That's why they've started rushing the narrative. They want your son to act out of panic so he messes up and looks guilty. Do not let that happen. Keep your home calm. Keep your words wise. Let your love be a shield, not a storm. The cop who's about to be involved isn't fully convinced yet. But one more false witness could tilt the balance. You must intercept spiritually and practically. Get ahead of this by being present. It may look like you're doing nothing, but your awareness alone is causing confusion among those who plotted this. Type Amen to get blessing 5280. There is a girl who knows something, too. She isn't a main player, but she saw something she wasn't supposed to see. Right now, she's scared to speak because she's loyal to the wrong person. But soon, guilt and justice will pull her forward. Don't ignore her silence. When she finally looks you in the eyes, that will be your moment to lean in. She will drop a hint. Just one. And that will be the thread that unravels it all. The betrayal is deep, yes. But the rescue is already unfolding. Your faith is moving mountains even now. Type Amen to get blessing 5799. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says the timeline has already begun shifting. Because you received this warning, the betrayal will not end the way they planned. Your son was meant to fall, but now he will rise. He will carry scars, yes, but they will be the kind that remind him of the fire he survived. This is not the end of his story. This is the beginning of his awakening. The law was not created to be a weapon, but it is being used as one. This will soon be reversed. The very person who tried to destroy your son will end up exposing themselves. It won't take violence or revenge. It will take patience, clarity, and your unwavering belief in what is right. Type Amen to get blessing 6024. There's an adult your son respects deeply. That adult will be the voice he listens to when things spiral. Watch for that person. They are part of the divine plan. They will remind him of his worth, his potential, and his strength. That reminder will be his turning point, just before things go too far. You are not just a parent. You are a guardian of legacy. What you do now affects generations. Your courage is being watched by heaven. Even when your son tries to act tough, he's scared. That fear is not weakness, it's the weight of betrayal, and it's heavy. Type Amen to get blessing 6433. The betrayer doesn't think he's doing anything wrong. He's convinced himself your son will be fine, that it's just a small thing. But what's small to him could cost your son everything. That twisted logic is what makes this so dangerous. He thinks your son is strong enough to carry the punishment. He doesn't realize your son has already carried too much. You are being asked to be vigilant, not paranoid. There is a huge difference. Vigilance protects. Paranoia destroys. And right now, your son needs protection. Not because he's guilty, but because the enemy has decided he's an easy target. Type Amen to get blessing 6782. Comment, I receive this message with full heart, if you're still reading this. In your quiet moments, you felt something coming. That wasn't anxiety, it was revelation. You've been given spiritual eyes, and now you must use them. The betrayer will try to play innocent. They will even offer help when things go wrong. That's their game, to look like the hero in the mess they caused. But do not be fooled. You'll see the truth not in what they say, but in what they avoid saying. In how they blink. In how they shift. You've been given authority to speak light into this darkness. So speak. Not in fear, but in unshakable boldness. Type Amen to get blessing 7071. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. This isn't just about your son. This is about the breaking of generational deception. Every time betrayal has touched your bloodline, this is where it stops. You are rewriting the story with your awareness, your prayers, your discipline. You are shattering the cycle. What once destroyed others in your family will not destroy him. Not now. Not ever. Because you've seen the trap, and you will not let him walk into it. He may cry. He may scream. He may blame himself. But your strength in this season will be the net that catches him. Type Amen to get blessing 7345. He's not weak. He's just wounded. And you will walk with him until he heals. The one who betrayed him will soon face consequences they never saw coming. They thought they were clever. But divine justice never misses a target. Forgiveness will come in time, but not before truth. Truth must rise first. Then, healing can begin. So stay close. Watch the signs. You're not just being warned, you're being empowered. Type Amen to get blessing 7568. There is something powerful happening behind the scenes. What was designed to be your son's downfall is now shifting into a breakthrough moment. The chaos is being transformed into clarity because you were spiritually positioned to intercept the danger. The false friend who smiled while digging your son's grave is losing grip. The guilt is creeping in, even if he pretends otherwise. He didn't expect light to reach your household so fast. Now, people are whispering. Teachers are noticing. Someone from the community is connecting the dots. That's divine orchestration in motion. Truth is being stirred like wind across ashes. And soon, what they tried to bury will rise stronger than ever. Type Amen to get blessing 8014. The officer who was meant to arrest your son is beginning to feel unsettled. Doubt has entered his mind about the story he was told. That doubt is divine, it's the crack where light enters. You don't need to chase the betrayers. You don't need to scream. All you need to do is hold your ground in faith and keep alert. You've been handed invisible keys to a visible storm. That's why this warning came to you and not someone else. Your son might not fully understand now, but he will. The time will come when he'll say, "I'm glad you didn't give up on me." Type Amen to get blessing 8229. One of the boys involved is scared. He didn't expect things to go this far. He thought it would be a joke, a lie that would blow over, but now the weight is pressing down hard. He's considering telling the truth. Watch for him. He might send a message to your son or to someone connected to you. It might be vague at first, a few words that don't seem like much. But read between the lines. That's the soft heart breaking through. The angels will guide your understanding when that moment comes. You'll know what to do. Type Amen to get blessing 8400. This is not a mistake. This is a test. And you are passing it with every breath of awareness you hold. Your son was marked from birth for greater things. That is why the enemy tried to destroy his path through betrayal. But what is divine cannot be undone by deception. Keep your eyes open during the next 7 days. Movements will seem subtle, but they will be significant. You'll feel a chill when the betrayer gets exposed. That's not fear, it's confirmation. The trap is falling apart. Type Amen to get blessing 8611. Comment, "Victory is mine," if you've read this far with conviction. There will be a night when your son can't sleep. He may sit alone, overwhelmed. That's when you speak life into him without pressing for answers. You don't need to demand he talk. Just remind him, "I'm here no matter what." That presence alone will break the silence he's afraid to shatter. Soon, his eyes will open to who was truly for him and who was never meant to walk beside him. He will be angry. Let him be. That's part of awakening. Type Amen to get blessing 8890. You will hear from someone unexpected. It could be a parent, a cousin, or a classmate. They will bring you a fragment of the truth. Do not brush it off. That fragment is golden. It may be small, but it will confirm what you felt all along. The betrayal has left a trail, and it is being uncovered step by step. This is divine justice at work, not instant, but guaranteed. And in the middle of it all, your son will find his inner voice again. Not the voice shaped by fear, but the one born from strength. Type Amen to get blessing 9103. Archangel Michael says this was meant to wake up not just your son, but the warrior inside you. You were never meant to be passive. You are a guardian, and this is your moment to stand firm. No one will be able to gaslight you now. The truth has been planted too deep. You've seen too much. Let them whisper, let them pretend. What they fear most is your calm strength in the middle of their chaos. The power of knowing is louder than the noise of lies. Type Amen to get blessing 9332. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Even if your son walks through temporary pain, it will not last. His name will be cleared. And those who plotted will feel the weight of every lie they built. They will wonder how you knew. How you stayed one step ahead. But you'll know, it wasn't luck, it was divine alignment. You are covered. Your house is protected. Your child will not be taken down by this betrayal. This storm came to shake, not break. Type Amen to get blessing 9554. He will cry soon. Not out of weakness, but out of release. He's been holding too much. You'll know it when he finally lets it out. Let him grieve the friendship that broke him. Don't rush his healing. He's letting go of a false bond that he thought was family. But through the ashes, true strength will be born. He'll rise. He'll thrive. He'll lead. And you'll know you were chosen for this very moment, for this protection, for this battle, for this victory. Type Amen to get blessing 9788. Soon, you will watch the one who betrayed him fall into their own trap. Not because you wished it, but because justice follows injustice like thunder after lightning. And when that happens, you won't need revenge. You'll have peace. That's how you'll know the war is over. Hold on a little longer. Stay grounded in love, but alert in spirit. Because what's coming is not punishment, but redemption. Type Amen to get blessing 9999. There is a place your son goes when he wants peace, a street, a bench, maybe a corner near school or a window at home. That place is where he's been thinking, worrying, playing out different scenarios in his mind. He doesn't talk about it, but his heart is loud there. That space has become sacred. Heaven has marked it with protection, because angels know that's where his soul tries to make sense of the storm. You may pass by it and not even realize he's been crying there silently. Your son has not shared everything with you because he's scared of disappointing you. He doesn't want you to see him broken, even though you are the one who can piece him back together. But the mask is heavy, and soon it will fall. When it does, don't be shocked. Embrace the moment. That's when healing can begin. Type Amen to get blessing 10232. Someone is about to change sides. A friend of the betrayer is realizing they were on the wrong team. At first, they were convinced your son was guilty, but something they heard, something they saw, shifted the entire picture. That shift will become the spark of truth. It will ripple through the group, confusing those who plotted and awakening those who stood silent. Your son will start noticing strange behavior, certain people avoiding him, others suddenly defending him. This isn't random. It's divine orchestration pulling apart the deception layer by layer. Each lie that was told will begin to unravel, not with explosions, but with quiet, undeniable truth. Type Amen to get blessing 10478. Your son's dreams may have been interrupted lately. He may toss and turn, have strange visions, or feel like something's wrong even when he can't explain it. That's spiritual interference trying to cloud his clarity. But light is breaking through. His spirit is being strengthened even in his sleep. Angels have been sent to whisper comfort while he rests. The enemy wants him to believe he's alone. But he's never been more surrounded than he is now. Even when his friends failed him, heaven did not. You were chosen to fight beside him, not with weapons, but with wisdom, with presence, and with unwavering truth. Type Amen to get blessing 10705. There's a photo, a message, or a video clip that holds the missing link. It was captured, kept, maybe even edited, but it's about to be revealed. What was meant to be used as false proof will backfire. The truth buried inside it will clear your son's name in ways no one expected. This will happen through someone who was never supposed to be involved. A stranger, an outsider, someone who has nothing to gain, but is compelled by justice. You won't need to look for them. The universe will bring them in at the exact moment the lie threatens to win. Type Amen to get blessing 10939. Comment, "He will not fall," if this message is confirming your inner knowing. The one who betrayed your son may not even feel guilt right now. Their heart is hardened, their mind focused on saving themselves. But guilt has a strange way of creeping in when the lights go off and silence settles. You may never get an apology from them, but you don't need it. Because heaven has already written the truth in your son's favor. The police officer, the teacher, the adult watching the case unfold, they are not all blind. One of them is questioning everything, and that one person will tip the scale in your son's direction. Watch for changes. Emails, calls, whispers, they're signs the plan is cracking. Type Amen to get blessing 11177. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says this is the beginning of restoration. What was broken will not remain broken. What was hidden will not stay buried. This betrayal is not the end, it's the breakthrough. And your son, though wounded, will emerge wiser and more powerful. He will no longer walk with blind trust. He will walk with discernment. That's a gift not even success could have taught him. What tried to destroy him will become the story of how he became unshakable. Type Amen to get blessing 11399. Your faith is the sword cutting through this storm. Every time you speak life over him, a chain breaks. Every time you believe in him, a lie loses power. You don't need to see the full picture yet. Just keep showing up. The pieces are coming together, one divine movement at a time. Soon, you'll get a phone call or message that will take your breath away, but not with fear. It will be relief, confirmation, and the beginning of closure. Until then, stay ready. Your calm is confusing the chaos. Type Amen to get blessing 11618. There's still a little more time before everything is fully exposed. But already, the enemy is growing tired. Their lies are unraveling faster than they can cover them. And soon, the betrayer will betray themselves, with their words, their silence, or their actions. It will be clear. So clear even they won't be able to deny it. When that happens, don't gloat. Just give thanks. Your son's name will be restored, and no stain will remain. This storm will end with restoration, elevation, and peace like never before. Type Amen to get blessing 11833.